guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I created this look today and just have a chat and like get ready with me, then this is the video you need to be watching. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so slightly different setup today compared to usual, but obviously that's because everyone is at home and I don't want to invade other people's spaces and I don't want them invading mine. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do my normal routine, and then we'll discuss other things as well, like all the questions that I've been. You can start with your eyebrows, which is what obviously most people tend to do. But that's just like, that's how I would usually do it. But I don't really fill in my eyebrows anyway or do anything with those. Okay, so first off, we are going to go in with our eyes. So you need a base, and I'm just going to use my concealer today, which is my Revolution 16-hour wear concealer. Obviously you can use like your MAC paint pot, you can use P. Louise base, you can use anything you want. Usually I would use my P. Louise base, but I haven't got a neutral, I've only got a white, and I don't want to do anything that's like too out there today, so I want the colours to stay quite subtle. So I'm just going to start. Okay, so first question is Corinne your sister? Okay, so me and Corinne go way back. We have known each other since I was literally like born, pretty much like fresh out the womb. So, you know, it's all like, yeah, we have literally done so much together. I don't even know where to start. She is everything to me. The amount we've been through, like, people wouldn't believe. Like, you could tell someone, they'd be like, oh, that sounds like a lie. Like, genuinely, it's like the truth, and that's just how things are with us. I don't want to go into it too much because I don't know how much you guys actually want to know, you know. The amount of stuff we've been through, she's like, I've saved her life, she's saved mine, like, literally, like, no exaggeration. Like, that is things that have happened. Like, we had genuinely been there through so much. The last year and a half has been really hard for her, like a massive struggle, and I am genuinely so proud of her for everything she's done. We have a lot to do this year. We have like stuff to do. We'll have like holidays to go on. In December we're going to New York. So hopefully once all this coronavirus stuff is out of the way, we're just gonna, you know, everything will just come together and we're gonna have like a really good year, and that should hopefully be it. And then onwards and upwards, but right now it's just focusing on her and making sure she's okay, and yeah, like, but we're just really excited for the rest of this year. Like, we just can't wait for December now. Like, it just seems like it's such a long time away. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna go in with my Haus palette as well, and I'm gonna take the shade just in this top corner here. I will put the shade name somewhere on the screen. Okay, so I am going to change my brush quick, and I'm going to go in with a different shade. I'm just going to go in with this one here to start with, but I've left that on, but I'm just going to go back in with this one just to get like a darker inner crease. Okay, so I'm going to quickly apply some more concealer to give myself a nice base for the shimmer that I'm going to use next. So I'm going to use this bottom shade just here, and I'm going to put that on where I have just concealed my eyes. I'm going to take the darker brown shade now and just fill that in and just pat that around the edges. Okay, also I have already done my skin routine, which I should have mentioned, but I didn't. Okay, so when I do my skin routine, I usually start off with my micellar skin water, cleansing water stuff. Then I will move on to my Pixie Skin Treats Glow Tonic Toner, followed by a mix of these, because one of them is for, this one is for normal to combination skin, and this one is dry and sensitive skin. My skin is very mixed, and when I put both of these on together a few weeks back, I found that it helped my skin a lot more than just applying like bits in certain areas. I just put them together and just applied it all over. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I did it anyway, but it helped. So, but yeah, that is the L'Oreal Skin Expert Moisturiser, whatever you want to call it. And then I will also use the Kiko Hydra Pro Glow, which is a moisturiser, and it has SPF in it as well. It's for all skin types. There's a lot of information about, like, there's some information online anyway about how, like, it helps with your skin and things like that, and like increases like the moisture of it over the a few days and things like that, and how it really helps. So that has like a really good benefit from it. And then to finish that off, what I do is I use the NYX High Glass Face Primer. This is in the shade Moonbeam, but I will mix that with the L'Oreal Moisturiser as well. And that just gives you like a really good base to work with. Okay, so I did just top this up to see if you guys can actually see any kind of difference. I don't know if you can or not, but yeah, so this is how my skin will look. I'm going to move on to the next question now. I'm just going to like chill out for a minute. So I have one from Lauren. Do you love me? Of course, Lauren. Why wouldn't I? So Lauren, I met at a BB Rexa concert back in like 3 years ago, 2017 I think it was, or something. And stayed friends with her and Gary ever since. Gary's her other half. Yeah, really cute. We had like the best time. I was with my friend Coral. We went to go see BB Rexa. It was like such a good night. And the fact that she hasn't come back really since is just really sad, like as in BB Rexa hasn't come back to the UK. Okay, so my next one is Mr. Peach 285 on Instagram. What are your makeup go-tos? My makeup go-tos are definitely my Revolution foundation. That's always my go-to. It's just one of the ones that I have like a preference to. I've used it once, I'm going to use it again and again and again until I venture out and find something else. Then I have, what else is a go-to? Probably my Revolution concealer as well. Oh, my Jeffree Star setting powder. That is a must. Like, I don't know, the smell, everything, I literally love it. So that is my go-to. Oh, I have my new little Kiko treat here. She's really cute. She is a glitter eyeliner, but I just like finishing off my lids with just a bit of glitter because it's clear. You can just tap it all over your lids and it just dries like a sparkly glitter, which I really love. And my Morphe setting spray, that I think would be everything. Choose my Revolution highlighter because obviously Revolution highlighters are genuinely like quite good value for money. And then otherwise it'd be my Jeffree Star highlighter palette, but I think I'd stick with the Revolution one just as like a go-to. Go-to eyeshadow palette would probably be Blood Sugar because it has like the neutral tones in it, but it also has like the red and like the shimmers, which is really nice. Otherwise it would probably just be like a Revolution palette, just something simple for like neutrals every day. But I don't really like that. I like going like bold, but otherwise if it was just like a go-to, then it would probably be something like that. So usually I would use my Conceal and Hydrate foundation, but I have run out of it, so I am just going to stick to my Conceal and Define, which is also Revolution. Next I'm going to take my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So I actually use the shade F4 for foundation and C2 for concealer. So my next questions are, how many palettes do you have? Okay, so I actually counted this, and including like a highlighter palette, eyeshadow palettes and everything, it came to like I think it was 43 in total. So yeah, that's obviously quite a lot. Considering the fact I've only been I started makeup about 2 years ago. I originally wanted to do makeup when I was at school, like when I finished school when I was about 16. But at the time things were a little different and I didn't really know what was going to happen with my life. So I didn't really know what was going on. So I decided that, you know, for now I would just go to sixth form straight after school and stay at that school, you know, and just get on with things there and just redo my maths and English because I'm not the brightest person. So I did that, and then, yeah, like I said, only 2 years ago I decided that now would be a good time, apparently, to start this makeup journey, and it's now 2020, and yeah. So, can we please see you do an eyeliner video? Lauren, honey, I cannot do liner, but I will try and attempt that for you at some point. Jess, what are your 2020 goals? My 2020 goals, well, originally was to become better at makeup and achieve my qualification to become an MUA, which I have done. So that is another thing which I didn't know was going to happen this year, like crazy. Like, it was about December last year and it came up and it was like, oh, do this course, blah blah blah. So, and that was it. And next thing you know, I was counting down the days and days and days, and then done. And now I'm just like, what do I do with myself? And then all of a sudden, hi coronavirus, how are ya? Comes along, and then now we're stuck in quarantine and lockdown and there's just nothing to do. So, yeah, thanks to the coronavirus, everything for me has just been put on hold, like everyone, you know. No one can really do anything, no one can go anywhere, nothing can happen. So there isn't much else I can do, but I have got my website, obviously I've got my qualification, I've got my website, things like that. But right now everything else is on hold. As soon as that is done, obviously hopefully I can expand and go from there, and like the dream one day would be self-employed. But right now, it's just a waiting game. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Revolution contour palette, which I only just got into in terms of like cream contouring a few weeks back, and now I can't live without it. Sounds dramatic, so I do need to get another contour palette, you know, something that's not just Revolution. Contour is done. I'm now going to go on to the next question. Do you like the Blue Blood palette? The Blue Blood palette is one of my favourites, but it's not something that I use all the time. You know, I literally love it. Like, it's one of the best palettes. How much do I use the Blue Blood palette? I don't really use the Blue Blood palette. I think I just said that, so I don't really use it. Hi Jordan, hi. What's your favourite palette? Blood Sugar palette, I think I've already said that. What's your favourite palette to use? Blood Sugar, already said that. So I actually got into makeup when Coral came around one day and she had left her makeup here. And well, she hadn't left it here. She was here, it was here. And we were like, oh, I was like, let me do your makeup. So I started doing her makeup and she was like telling me like the basics and like what to do, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And then it just went from there, and it went on, and it went on. But this time we were literally using like the randomest of makeup. Like, it wasn't like anything special. It was just simple stuff like Rimmel, Maybelline, things like that. And don't get me wrong, like some of it like is really good, but compared to what I have now and what I started using originally, like, it's just crazy. But no, that is how I got into makeup, really. Obviously it was something I knew I wanted to do, but then didn't do it because I was stupid not to, like 5 years ago now. And then something, obviously, you know, it was meant to be because it happened a few years later out of the blue, and I just didn't expect that. My favourite makeup brand is probably Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And are you excited to be professionally trained? Okay, so yes, I have been professionally trained now, and it was one of the best things ever. So I did a course back in, was it March? Oh my god, it was on like 4 weeks ago. So I did a course back in like March, which is crazy because it seems so much longer. And it was one of the best things I did. Everyone there was so lovely. I had literally had like the best time. Everyone was so nice, and we all just got on really well. They're like some of the best people I've ever met. Catherine, who did our course, honestly, like everything, the whole week she made absolutely amazing. it was like the cutest thing ever. So we bought like a little palette and everything to say thank you for the week and everything. And oh my god, it was so emotional, like I can't even talk about it. But yeah, like she was just really cute, and the whole week was so good. I can't even explain it because it's something you need to do to be able to like know what I mean. But we had like such a good time, and if I could do it again, then I would.
Oh my god!
But I'm hoping that obviously once all this blows over, then I can start a more the next course up, which is the advanced course, which is also being run by Catherine. So yeah, hopefully let's get that sorted, and then it will give me something to do.
It's a favourite, blood sugar good. Oh my god, thanks guys.
What does GRWM mean? Get ready with me, bitch. Matt, shout out to you, hun, for not knowing what that means. Yeah, so anyway, so now I'm just gonna carry on doing what I'm doing, and we'll have a little chat, and then we'll go from there. So I am going to use my Revolution bronzer. Okay, next, after that, I'm going to use my sponge, and I'm going to go back in to my forehead and just pat that down so there are no creases. So I'm going to use my Jeffree Star setting powder, and I am going to set my forehead because it wrinkles up all the time. I can't find my powder brush, so I'm just going to use this bigger brush and just dab that on the top. Okay, so you don't want to sweep too much of that away, it's more just about dabbing it in, because otherwise you will literally just end up losing the product, and then it just ends up all my creases come back out. So I don't really want to do that. So obviously before, I don't know if you could see it, but I had creases, and then if I raise my eyebrows now, and then relax them, there's nothing there, like literally. So my makeup shouldn't crease up now through the day in that area. Okay, next I'm going to move on to my highlighter. Today, you know me, I'm going to go in with my Revolution highlighter, which is the Haunted Lights highlighter. If I can find a highlighting brush. Highlighter is done, and now I'm going to use my Jeffree Star pink highlighter in the shade Regina George, but I'm going to use it as a blush, so I'm going to get my blush brush. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my lipstick. Now I'm just going to use my LMX Little Mix lipstick in the shade The Cure. Okay, so I am just going to leave it with this lip, but I feel like I should have gone with a red and made it like bigger and bolder and better. But this is it. So now I'm just going to take my Kiko mascara. So I'm just going to apply my Kiko mascara, which is this one just here.
What the hell is beauty mode? What does this do? Oh damn. Okay. Oh.